Being best at one thing is becoming the fastest way to get replaced. If you are the best copywriter, AI is chasing you. If you are the best media buyer, AI is chasing you. And if you are the best coder, AI is already sitting right next to you. So, expertise is not disappearing, but its pricing power is. And that's the trap almost everyone is in right now. Because in this very time of today, 2026, the people making more money than entire agencies are not expert at all. They are something else. And the most people don't even have same name for it yet. Let me tell you what's actually happening. For the last decade, the advice was simple. Pick a niche, go deep, and become undeniable. That advice worked when information was scarce and execution was expensive. But now that world is just gone. AI did not make you less skilled. AI itself made skill abundant. And here's the uncomfortable part. If your value comes from knowing more, doing things faster, or being more precise than the next person, you are in a rat race that you can't ever win because machines don't get tired and they don't charge retainers. Most people respond to this by panicking. They learn more tools, they stack more certifications, and they double down on the very thing that's losing leverage. That's not adaptation. That's denial with better branding. The people quietly pulling ahead are not doing more. They are connecting more. There's a name for this type of operator. I call them synthesizer. Now let's talk on who synthesizer is. A synthesizer is not the best in the room at any one thing. They are the person who can walk into a messy business problem and see structure where everyone else sees noise. They can take a concept from psychology, a framework from maybe finance, or a tool from AI and combine them into a solution that takes 20 minutes and would take an agency 20 days and maybe $20,000. That's the difference, is where the money is moved. Most agencies don't lose because they are bad. They lose because they are slow to synthesize. Too many specialists, too many handoffs, too many coordination tasks, and the depth just creates fragility, while the width creates leverage. Most people are building what I call a skill stack. More copy skills, more ad knowledge, more prompt, more software. It does look impressive, obviously productive. It's also a maze. You don't want to a stack. You want a skill triangle. And the first corner of that is psychology, not persuasion tricks, not framework you memorized. I mean, do you actually understand why people buy? Fear, or the status, or the relief, or the time compression. This layer does not change. AI can generate words, it can't feel desire. Neither it can't sense hesitation in founder's voice. In the corner 2, I call it technical architecture, not coding. Understanding how systems talk to each other, APIs, automations, LLMs as components, not magic. You don't need to build the engine. You need to know where it just fits. And the corner 3, I call it industry context. This is the most underrated one. Knowing the smell of a problem in a specific industry, how deals actually move in real estate, where SaaS churn really comes from, or why agencies leak margin. Context is what stops you from building elegant nonsense. When you stand in the center of that triangle, you stop being replaceable because no single AI tool and no single expert can replicate that combination. I call that lethal combination. Let me just make it real. Here's how someone provides 10k value in a weekend, not by working harder, by synthesizing. Step 1. Find an old industry. Pick an industry that still runs on spreadsheets, maybe phone calls, or entirely on the human bottleneck. And the logistics, maybe property management, you can take medical admin, or recruitment. Old systems hide expensive inefficiencies. Step 2. Apply a new framework. Borrow a logic model from a high growth environment. Product led growth, it might be Q theory, constraint optimization, not to sound smart but to see differently. Step 3 will be build that bridge. Now, and only now, bring in AI. One automation, one decision removed, one bottleneck collapsed. You're not selling chatbots, neither dashboards or prompts. You are selling efficiency arbitrage. Time reclaimed, errors removed, and the decisions compressed. That's why a synthesizer can outrun an agency, literally an entire agency. They don't deliver labor, they deliver outcomes without friction. Here's the part most people miss. A can give you the bricks, it can't build the house ever because it does not know who lives there, what they value, or what the future demands of that space. Tools will keep changing. Now, what I want you is to stop asking, how do I use this tool? Start asking what problem is worth solving now. That shift is the mode. If you feel like you are working harder but your leverage is not moving, you are probably not underskilled. You're not synthesized just yet. That's not a disadvantage. It's an invitation to do something right.